next co-author is Karla Docter. Did I pronounce that correctly, Karla?
You did.
Awesome. The floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. My name is Karla Docter, and I I'm an embodiment coach, transformational speaker, author, facilitator of healing. And through my journey, I have over a decade's worth of trauma from 15 to 25 years old, experiencing unhealthy relationships, both mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, sexually abusive, while also then being raped during that time and robbed and held at gunpoint. And what I came to realize was that I didn't go through all of that just to go through it, like many of the other co authors have said. And as they'll probably continue to say, is that there is one like power in healing and sharing our journey with other people and helping them understand that they're not alone. And I know that that's part of my higher purpose and my higher mission in ending domestic violence and sexual assault and helping speak out about it. That I know that had there have been resources like there are today, back when I went through what I went through, the resources existed. People just didn't talk about it. And so I really want to make other people aware of all of the different resources and modalities. And, what's interesting is that's not what my chapter is about. My chapter is about the next thing that happened as you go then on the journey of being the person that everybody else goes to and seeks your leadership and your guidance, and how healing is really it's a journey, not a destination. And just when I thought that I had done all the healing, I quickly realized how much more healing I actually needed to do in dealing with the day-to-day things. And like I said, I don't want to give it all away to you so that you can go check out and read all of our stories. But it's really been an incredible journey. And I just want every one of you to know that if you have experienced something, that you didn't experience it just to experience it, and how you are able to overcome that obstacle can really open up opportunities, right? The way that we frame things, that all of these obstacles, they're really new opportunities for you. And getting to be a part of this journey called life and are really looking at it through a different lens. And I encourage you all to go on your own healing journey. Trauma looks different for different people, and how it affects us after the fact is very different too. And so just know that whether you have experienced something like this, there's a good chance that you know somebody who has, and being able to understand that process, that healing journey, to be that support person for them is also really important. So that's a little bit about my story and my journey. I also worked with survivors for 14 plus years, working at nonprofits, serving, and I still serve on a nonprofit young professional board and have all of those pieces. So still very tied in, and just ready to shout it all from the rooftop. So thank you so much for having me and including me on this beautiful project. Sending you all love and light. Thank you.
Thank you, Karla. Karla, can you talk to us a little bit about how you mentioned to us that this is the new, kind of like a new chapter in your life? You say that quite often. Talk to us a little bit about why do you say that?
So I feel like I have kind of the way that I look at life. It's kind of like a video game to me, that every time I'm going on a journey, right, you start this new game, right, and you're on level 1 and you're playing, and then something comes along. There's the killer turtle or whatever, right, and the turtle knocks you out and you fall off, and you got to start back over again. But now I learned a lesson from that turtle, right? I'm not going to let that turtle get me again. So I'm going to start over, and I'm going to go along, and I'm going to do what I got to do to get over the obstacle, that turtle, to get to the end of the level. And in my lifetime, I feel like every decade kind of there's this new chapter for me, this new unveiling of the next best version of me, right? you are not broken when you go through this. You feel like you are when you fall off the ledge, right? Like it hurts, it sucks. But if we can continue to get back up and continue to restart the game every day and look at it as what do I need to learn from this? What is the blessing and the lesson? I call it a bless on. What is the blessing and the lesson in this killer turtle that I can get to that next level? So I have these different chapters, and that first one is really overcoming that 10 years of abusive relationships and all of that stuff. Then my next version, like I went through and serving survivors on call 24/7, leading teams, being on the task force, the human trafficking task force, the rape kit backlog task force, all of these different pieces, hearing all of these different stories, while also not actually being able to have a voice of my own. And then when I ignored my healing journey because I thought I was done with my healing journey, then God, universe, divine source energy said, Karla, there's something else you got to pay attention to here. And the rug got pulled out from underneath my feet. And that's really what triggers this next level, this next phase of my life, that then I went on a different healing journey. And I got into a lot of spiritual tools, a lot of somatic therapies, a lot of different things that really took me to the next level, to really see what it was that I was going through and how much I was actually avoiding the traumas and the stories and the pieces that I've heard. Because when we work in this field, like I could mentally punch in and out when I would work with other people, but I didn't realize how much that was still affecting my human, my person, and my soul. And so that's kind of part of the next chapter, when it then, going in and being a single mom and doing all of these other things, that it was just kind of well, here we go. You didn't pay attention to all these other signs, right? I can look back and see all the signs that were like, Karla, you need to work on this, but I didn't see it. I had my blinders on, that the rug was just pulled out from underneath me. And I see that as another opportunity, right? And turning those obstacles into opportunities and being able to thrive as a result, and sharing that journey so that other people don't have to go through it all by themselves as well.
Amen. Very powerful. Thank you, Karla.
Thank you, love.
Our next